chest, right through the chest, and drop you down an endless hole, I'll stab you through the chest and make you die, and I'll fulfill my destiny. I hate you, Dad. Hey girl, you know you're not that special. Your family left you in the desert, probably cause they hate you. I sense something deep in your mind. If it's true, then you could use some training right by my side. Master, I'll pass my final test. I wanna finish doing what my grandfather started. This is my greatest challenge yet, and now it's time to stab you through the chest, right through the chest, and drop you down an endless hole, I'll stab you through the chest and make you die, and I'll fulfill my destiny. I hate you, Dad. Ginger, take it back a notch. You need to lighten up, you have your panties in a bunch. Guess what? He likes me more than you. Our leader knows I'm better, and there's nothing you can do. Black guy, you're really quite the traitor! You ruined everything! We planned years for this, and you single-handedly messed it all up! Have you no loyalty for anyone in your life? I'll stab you through the chest, right through the chest, and drop you down an endless hole, I'll stab you through the chest and make you die, and I'll fulfill my destiny. I'm a psychopath.
Welcome everyone to Season 3 of the Diamond Team League. In the bottom left-hand corner, as the Purple Protoss, first up for the defending champions, the Knights of Ren, it's Kira. And in the top right, as the Blue Protoss for newcomers Team Reality, it's Quark. Ignite your sabers. Pay liege to your lords. It's time for a brand new season, a brand new universe of opportunities. Who will take the match? The defending champions, or those who would shift reality in their favor? Kira, starting off with a cannon rush. Quark defending it pretty easily. Pylon has gotten up. Cannon will finish on the low ground. Quark is not going for a defensive forge. He is going into double gateway. Cannon does have high ground vision from both the pylon and the probe. So this second gateway will not be able to get a unit out. He might let it finish. That wouldn't be too wise of a decision. Quark going for a cyber core behind this. Sending a probe out to tickle this pylon, but he's not producing any units so far. He's gonna let the gateway finish. He's gonna chrono boost out a Stalker as his first unit. That should shut down any further cannons on the high ground, maybe. I think Kira can put another one down right over here. He is floating quite a bit of minerals. He is going to sink those into cannons. At least a couple of these will be canceled by the probes and by the Stalker. But will it be enough from Quark?
Meow.
Hey, thanks so much for the follow, Walzer. Quark, a little bit tilted, oversaturating both of his gases. Second Stalker onto the field for Quark. He does have a shield battery behind this. He absolutely can still shut this cannon rush down. But you can tell that Kira's gotten to his head just a little bit. Kira with so many cannons in this base. He's doing a great job keeping on top of this. The gas is shut down. Quark down to one gas. 8 probes in the mineral line. Things are looking grim for our blue Protoss. Nexus is out of shields. Quark is running out of options. Another pylon falls. The Nexus down to half hull health. More and more probes being picked off in the mineral line. GG is called, and Kira takes the first victory of the DTL Season 3 for the Knights of Ren. Our second map at the pick of reality is going to be Simulacrum. In the bottom right, once again, for the Knights of Ren, it's Kira. And in the top left, in the black and gold of Alpha X, second up for reality, it's Invalid Character. Now you might notice he's a platinum hero. Most of reality is Alpha X players. I'm just throwing that out there. That's all I'm saying. Looks like Kira, once again, wants to cannon rush. That is a bold move from the Knights of Ren player. Invalid sees the probe going in. Nothing out of the usual just yet. He is going to tag it, and he's going to see 2 pylons going down. He's going to pull the boys. Okay. 6 SCVs. Get a wraparound on this pylon. They will shut it down. They should be able to shut down the second pylon as well before any kind of cannon shenanigans happen. On the high ground, at least, cannon will go down on the low ground, but it's going to be a delicate dance for this high ground vision. However, Invalid is not producing a Marine. There he goes. This cannon should be up before the Marine finishes. Ooh, another pylon dropped on the high ground. And that will survive at least long enough for this cannon to get high ground vision and push off these SCVs. However, the Marine should be able to angle here, take down the pylon. There it goes. The supply depot will fall eventually. Invalid is going to be contained in his base. Up goes the bunker. High ground vision will be lost here soon, which means that Kira, if he wants to continue this cannon rush, is going to have to go to this halfway point, about this line on the ramp, so that the cannon can keep hitting it. Otherwise, it will eventually fall to the Marine, but this is a low-cost investment for Kira. He already has his natural under production. He's getting the gateway back home, and he's going to transition out of this quite nicely. There we see the dance of the probe begin a little bit. Invalid with a little bit of a supply block. He is going into Widowmine production as well as getting a starport, so although delayed, he will be doing at least some form of Widowmine drop, very likely. There's no natural here. In the meantime, the Protoss pulling ahead in economy, dropping a Stargate as that second Nexus finishes. Invalid is going to go for a natural CC himself. Oh no, he's walking the Marines out. Oh, freak. Okay, alright. So not the worst move in the world. He can gun down this cannon from the high ground, but he's working on taking an angle. He will be able to pick off this pylon, finally clean up that cannon, and drop his natural. There's a second Widowmine or third Widowmine about halfway done as the medevac finishes up. Just going to wait for that third Widowmine before he heads out. In the meantime, Kira getting up additional gateways. He's going to chrono boost out a Void Ray, actually. Warp Gate research about 3/4 of the way finished. And I'm commenting a lot on the production, but It's all we really have so far from both players. So Widow Mines can do massive damage, but it's going to rely on Kira being negligent. Warp Gate research is finished for a Protoss player. Looks like Invalid going into full bio-tank production. Void Ray not here to intercept. There go the Widow Mines. Oh no, there's no pull on the probe line here from Kira. 2 Widow Mine hits take down 7 probes. The third one burrows, still no pull. 9 probes go down in total. Void Ray does move in. 2 of those Widow Mines will get picked up. One of them is abandoned, but this is such a low health medevac. So Widow Mine's going to reburrow, but of course they are visible. So the Void Ray will be able to clean them up, but more delayed mining time here for Kira. He is still ahead 9 workers though. Oh my god. Just before the Widow Mine's picked off, gets a shot off on the Void Ray. I was so close, I didn't even look at it because I was like, yeah, no, the Void Ray's got this. Apparently not. So a nice play there from Invalid. He's going to need about 2 or 3 more nice plays like that, though, if he wants to get himself back in this game. Stim started up. More Marines hitting the field. Kira taking a 3rd Nexus. More Void Rays coming out for the purple toss. Void Rays are a really interesting choice against Terran because Marines just shut them down so well. Twilight Council, Robo Bay, gonna be the next follow-up techs. And Invalid's going for a Marine tank push. Zealot does get shut down. There's a Viking in the air. Kira, with not the most army to defend this, Invalid has a chance of taking this game. It's up 36 army supply to 16. Kira with some really cocky plays with that 3rd base. He has to hold here. If he holds here, he will be in an excellent position, but he has to do it. Void Ray's pretty weak against Stim Marine. Stim isn't finished just yet. 3 seconds before Stim finishes, the Zealots probes close in with the tank. The tank gets shut down. Down goes the Viking in the air. Oh, that medevac down to half health, but not quite dead. 2 Widow Mines going to anchor this assault for the Marines. Kira continuing. Void Ray production is going to cancel it. Charge about halfway done. 1 Warp Gate down in the red. More Zealots coming in, but Invalid doing a great job of dancing back and forth here. Widow Mine shot takes out Zealot. Oh no, the Void Ray is going to eat the Widow Mine shot. Only 1 shield battery has energy. Kira taking massive losses from this attack. Invalid going to lay off for now, but he did establish a 3rd Nexus. Invalid is up 40 workers to 33. Kira pulling some of those probes to fight. He is triple pumping them though. Charge finally finished. Going to help him trade better against these Marines. Invalid starting up a 3rd CC. Back at home, getting combat shields. 9 Marines being produced at a time as he streams reinforcements to the front. Kira pulling probes, trigger the Widow Mines. He's going to be successful with 1, but not the other. Worker count almost evened up again. 2nd Widow Mine doing more damage to the Marines than the Protoss army. And Kira can stand and fight here. He's going to lose another Void Ray. The reinforcements are going to push him back towards the natural, maybe. More Widow Mines burrowing to the front. One of them does get picked off. Medevac pretty low health, but oh, Kira attacks his own pylon for a couple of volleys. Invalid just spamming Marines across the map. Probes being forced to help fight this once again. Widowmine slowly gaining ground for the Terran, leapfrogging forward. Kira using the Widowmines against the Terran Bio Ball is going to even up those numbers, has Equilibrium traded in his favor. Shield Battery putting in a lot of work defending these Stalkers, but here comes another wave of reinforcements for Invalid. Immortal Void Ray getting ready to shore up this defense. Invalid floating out his third CC as the Marines continue to contain Kira. Shield batteries out of energy. Second Immortal comes to join the fray. Kira targeting down the Marines. Oh, some of the brothers focusing that gateway instead of the Protoss units. Kira pushing back out, takes down a Widowmine. This Widowmine almost off cooldown, meaning it will be invisible. The Marine count is dwindling though. Come reinforcements. Invalid is on the retreat and Kira has held. If we unclick this Immortal and look at the units lost though, a bloody battle on both sides. Kira taking the worst of those trades though, 500 more resources lost. More Zealots, more Void Rays hitting the field. Invalid with a massive reinforcements. As the third CC begins to take off, he's going to drop Mules there. He's getting Marauder slow. He's getting +1 now. Kira still down in army supply. Valid poking at another gateway. Two Widowmine shots left to anchor this. Force field goes down, not going to catch any Marines out. There's still 2 more force fields here. Invalid is once again going to be cleaned up, but the Widowmine's just keeping Kira in his natural. However, Invalid still doesn't know about this third of Kira. However, 9 workers in favor of the Terran. Kira recalling some probes to his third base. Gonna get up a couple warp gates over there. Valid continuing to stream Marines across the map. I feel like Colossi or Storm or something would do wonders here for Kira, but now he's facing +1 Marines with his Gateway army and Void Rays. Invalid pushing in once again. The probes being forced to fight once again. Invalid now 15 workers ahead. That's going to get even higher. Widowmine's burrowing in the face of the Protoss. Kira doesn't want to leash these Marines to his third base, but he's finally going to leave the natural. Oh, there's the scan. Invalid knows about the third now. Oh, lol. Kira about to be even more behind in upgrades. He is going into Archons, but he's now facing a 1-1 Terran. Marine's gonna shred these Immortals, so many of them low health. The probes are pooled. Kira is very likely going to lose this third base. Archon coming to help, but there's no meat shields to defend it. GG, well played is called. This character takes the first victory for reality. Nubius' character is invalid. Map number 3 of Reality versus the Knights of Ren in Week 1 of the Diamond Team League Season 3. It's going to be Eternal Empire. In the top right, one of the original members of the championship team. In Season 1, give it up for the Teal Protoss. The Titan of Alpha X, the Kyojin. And in the bottom left, welcome back once again. The Yellow Terran that could. Taking down Kira from the Knights of Ren. It's the second player for Reality. It's Invalid Character. The score is 1-1 in the all kill. I'd like to point out that if you think this league has anything to do with MMR, Invalid is a 3,300 MMR Terran, taking down Kira, who is no joke by any, like, measure of the imagination. He's around a 4.1, 4.2k Protoss. So very well played there to Invalid. I know he's been working hard. He's always in the Risen Discord, actually, hanging out, practicing StarCraft. GG well played to him, and GG well played to Kira. But how will he fare against the Titan? Valid sending out his Reaper. Kyojin returning home from the Worker Scout. Valid is getting a wall off at the ramp. He's not going for anything too weird. Just a factory, getting up his natural CC. While we have some downtime, shout out to the admins, to Draz, to Tech4 for putting it to, and Duddles, but I don't know who the hell that is, for putting on this league, making it all happen. As an admin myself for other StarCraft organizations, I know how much work it takes to get these things off the ground, and thank you to all of them for making Diamond Team League Season 3 happen. To those of you that don't know, Diamond League Season 1 was an epic, action-packed round-robin into bracket play team league. Season 2 was just a tie game, actually. It was a draw. It was a whole thing. It was an entire season. We don't talk about that. We just don't talk about that season, so... Kyojin checking the Xel'Naga before he moves in. He is going for a Twilight Council behind this push. Invalid will have a Raven out. Probably going to try for the anti-armor missile, the bunker at the front, going to help hold things down. It is going to be Biotank from him once again. Out pops the Raven. Warp Prism Micro saving all the Stalkers. First Marine has fallen. Oh, this Raven's super vulnerable. It needs to be careful. Cyclone gets a lock on the Prism, but the Prism will be saved. Kyojin gunning these guys down. Raven does get picked off. There's no chance for Invalid to get in on the Warp Prism. CC down to half health. Stalkers pushing forward, gunning down the Marines. Down goes the Cyclone. Tank taking down his own friendly SCVs. Worker count rapidly diminishing for Invalid. Kyojin pushing in, gunning down the remaining defenders in the Terran base. GG is called. Kyojin takes a second victory for the Knights of Ren. The fourth map in this series will be Triton. The score is 2-1. In the top left, as the teal Titan, it's the Kyojin. And in the bottom right, as the red Zerg. Now playing for Alpha X and Reality, it's 11. Former Platinum hero, you gotta wonder. Oh, there's the pool first. I was just about to say, prepare for some Zerg cheese. Kyojin walling off on the low ground, sending out a scouting probe so he will be able to see this. It's all going to come down to reaction and decision making for the Titan. Okay. This is a little bit dicey. Kyojin should be able to see the health on this building. Yeah, he is going to go in for the scout. He will see the completed pool. He will see the gas. He's going to know what he's up against. Interestingly enough, though, 11 only going for 4 lings, sneaking out that extra drone. So Kyojin's going to have to be careful not to over-prepare. Keep on top of his scouting. Oh, okay, never mind. There's 6 more lings. All right, there's an extra set of lings. So on 11's part, it's a question of how hard does he commit to this? Does he want to try and get some major aggression done at the wall? 6 lings is not enough to break this now. So the game becomes about, you know, dancing between this gateway, which there's not the world's greatest arc on it, trying to pull the Zealot out of the wall to attack the lings, and, you know, playing that dance back and forth. The golden standard is you get through the wall, but there's an add-up being chrono boosted out. It's going to be live about right when this major wave of lings hits. Oh, God. Kyojin will be able to save that probe. There's now an Adept helping to shore up the defense. And this is held. 11's in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have a third base. He is going to opt for the Roach Warren, and this is going to be a 2-base Roach all-in. This is as all-in as it gets. The Zerg's on 19 workers. Oh god, the lings are sacrificed. Ling speed is on the way. That's going to diminish the Roach numbers, but what you really got to do is get Ravagers on the field and follow up with those speed lings. Shield battery is going down. Kyojin did expand, and he did scout the Roach Warren. He knows there's no third. He knows exactly what he's up against. These slow lings are going to move forward. Hopefully they don't get picked off. I think they're just going to rally at the Xel'Naga. I am totally incorrect. They are going to move forward. 2 Adepts on the field now for the Kyojin. A Sentry coming out as well. 2 shield batteries behind this. The Robo Bay being made in the main. Kyojin already starting to micro his macro. This is a hard wall. Here come the Slowlings. Here come the Roaches. They aren't being morphed into Ravagers. Now, this is very important. If you morph them into Ravagers back here, they gain move speed. Overall, you get to the enemy base quicker. He's choosing to morph them at the front, so this is a little bit of a delay in the attack, and that's going to buy the Kyojin more time. Already an Immortal in production. Chrono Boost dropped on it, and that's basically going to put a timer on this assault. R2 pylons here as well. Files do connect with the Sentry. They're not going to kill it, though. A lot of damage is being tanked. Shield's gone off this leftern gate. Lefternmost? Oh my god, that's not a word. Okay. Immortal almost out. The left gateway is falling. Okay, there's the Guardian Shell procced, but 11's targeting the Immortal with the Guardian Shell. Okay, it will get picked off. Both shield batteries are out of energy, but this is more than enough. Protoss forced to clean this up. Corrosive Bile doesn't connect with anything. Ooh, that was slippy slidey there from the Kyojin. So this Ravager going to pull these guys back, try to get some probe damage done. Nope, it's not going to get any probe damage done. It is going to get picked off. Another couple of roaches streaming forward here for the Zerg, but you can just see how much of a production hit he's taken. He does have 600 minerals in the bank, but not the larva to spend this. There's no macro hatch, no third yet out of 11, though he can afford it. Kyojin cancels that, actually. The Ling's a little bit too far ahead of the roaches, one of them targeting the gateway. 11 needs every bit of damage he can get, and he's not going to. Those shield batteries going to slowly regain energy. Kyojin holding strong, another Ravager morphed at the front. But you can see just how few reinforcements are trickling across for 11. There's another dozen Lings, but at this point, that's still not very many. Kyojin is supply blocked. This will slow him down just a little bit. He's going to push out now. He's going to catch his Ravager out. He will snipe it down. He does lose a Stalker for his efforts. Corrosive Bile will proc the Guardian Shell on the Immortal. Oh, these two Overlords pretty exposed. It's going to take a while to burn it down. 11 can't engage with the Lings, though. Eleven will be supply blocked from this. Quite heavily so. He has no Overlords in production. He's going for a Baneling nest. Warp Prism coming out for the kill. Chrono Boost dropped on Blink. Ling Roach rallying to the Xel'Naga. Some Banelings being morphed in. Dark Shrine for the Kyojin. There's the Warp Prism. Some people saying Nidus in the chat. 5 minutes. Well, we're ahead, unfortunately. 2-minute delay, so... we're at 7 minutes, and we can see no lair even on the map, let alone a Nidus. There is one force field with this army to zone out the Banelings. Kyojin does need to be careful, but I think that's a well-placed force field. He loses a lot of the Zealots, but this Immortal is enough to clean up these roaches. Oh, another Baneling picks out the Sentry. 28 Lings on the Flood. This is 11's, like, last gasp here, though. However, Kyojin is a little bit exposed out on the map. He does have a proxy pile, or he does have the Warp Prism warping in some Zealots. So, more Banelings morphed in defensively for 11. I think he can hold this. Oh, not if he sends the Lings out front. DT's coming in, actually. Manual Baneling detonations on these DTs could be huge. Oh, 11 didn't notice. Baneling splashing into the Mortal, not ideal. A lot of these Zealots are going to live. 2 more Banelings should finish off a few of them, but... Where'd the DT go? Okay, DT's picking off a Queen. Down go the Lings. GG is called. Kyojin takes the Knights of Ren a single game away from victory. Snowflower is going to be the final player from reality. And in the top left, turning for a third time, it's the Kyojin. Kyojin dropping a proxy pylon pretty aggressively. I think I know where this build is going. I'm not going to spoil it though. We'll savor it as it unfolds. Snowflower has to beat 3 of the Knights of Ren in a row if he wants to take home the victory for reality. Down goes the triple gateway. This is something the Kyojin has been refining for months. There's the forge. The STV is not going to see it. It's actually not close. It might look close, but this is a couple hexes away. It's the proxy pylon. So Snowflower might prepare for a cannon rush. But is he going to be able to prepare for the 3 zealots that are being chrono boosted out? The pylon's actually going to finish. It's going to be a Reaper. Oh, no! No, 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 no! Snowflower drops a CC! There's a double cannon block at the bottom of the ramp. The Reaper does slide out of there, but here come 3 zealots. Oh, man. Okay, Reaper is going to get some DPS done, but so are the zealots. You're going to town on this. Cannon 1 has finished. Down goes the SCV. The supply depot's falling. The zealots enter the main. Cannon picks off another SCV. The bunker's not going to finish. The bunker goes down without being canceled. The second bunker trying to get up. A bunch of SCVs are pulled, but they're on hold position. Oh my god, this is actually very cute from Snowflower. Trying to position the Reaper through the maze of SCVs. It's not going to be enough, though. 7 SCVs have fallen. GG is called, and the Kyojin wins 3 games in a row to take the first series for the Knights of Ren. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your caster captain at the Knights of Ren. Renegade, thank you so much to Draz for putting in the scouting work for tonight's match. Oh god, I went to the wrong splash screen. Here, we're gonna alpha exit real quick. Look at this. Look how high class this is. Bam, it's fixed. But yeah, so thank you also to all the players who showed up but didn't play tonight. We were counter picking. Kyojin, very good unit. You guys will get a chance to play in future matches. Also, shout out to Sniper, who was here supporting us in the chat, but had a little bit of a hand injury this week. Shout out also to all the players who made the practice session this week, and I've been watching you practice. So, thank you guys for watching. I've been Renegade, and I will see you in the next one.
Born from the ashes. Born from the ashes.